Hello, everyone. Welcome.
Hello.
Welcome to Pikcast, the actual episode 9, not April Fool's Day joke. I guess we're gonna get straight down into business to defeat the Huns.
Well, hold up, Josh. Okay, everybody, just have a small moment of silence. This is the first real Pikcast episode where we are without Tommy.
Is it really?
Yes, this is the first time. This is the first time Tommy didn't make it in time. So
We should just have an audio recording of Tommy, so it just makes it sound like he's talking.
with Tommy is in all of our hearts right now, so he's technically here in spirit. If you listen carefully, you can hear the good. So let's do what Tommy would have done. Let's do what Tommy would have done, and let's have an awesome Pikcast.
Good. Alright, so we got a little schedule to start things off, so we're doing our introduction right now. We'll start off with, I guess, the small stuff. So, first off, we're going to be talking about some Bulborb skin that we had found. Not like we peeled its skin off and like carved it like it's Monster Hunter. Like the texture of a mysterious Bulborb in the Pikmin 3 files. We'll go into that a little bit. We're here to talk about amiibos and other assorted figurines that are Pikmin related. We're going to be talking about some Pikipedia events we're going to want to be doing since summer is right around the corner. I wouldn't know because it was just typhoon-like winds like 3 hours ago for me, but everyone else I'm pretty sure is experiencing some kind of summer.
No, actually, it was like that over here too.
Well, summer means death rain now.
Yes,
We're going to be talking about Splatoon and some big news we have with Splatoon coming up. And finally, we're going to be talking about some E3 and the possibility of Pikmin stuff at E3 for Nintendo. And, oh yeah, thank you for reminding me, Ben. Introductions. We should probably, say who's here. So, hi, I'm Josh, JPM Rocks, JPM Rocks 7, JPM VIP, Duke Baller. Yeah, that's me.
I am Luther. I am the provider of the blue Pikmin scream that everyone knows now.
I am the creative sushi, Nathan. I'm the editor. And no, my gosh, no. Every single time.
Never forget Mom's spaghetti.
I'm sorry, dude. I'm sorry. Okay.
The forbidden name.
Yes, okay, so aside from that, we have Nvortex, who isn't talking, we have Ben, who isn't talking, and we have Brandon, who may not talk every now and then. Yes.
Talk?
I'm just waiting for Nvortex to just scream "got" though.
Just come in and Nvortex, come on, Nvortex, just give us a single whack.
There we go.
There he is.
Alright, now
Vortex talk. So record it, make musical remixes of it.
Alright, now let's continue, Josh.
Alright, so first things first. So we were just kind of screwing around in the game Gary's Mod. It's, for those of you who don't know, it's a creative sandbox using Valve's Source engine on PC, and you can import models and whatnot. And this one guy was importing, or is in the process of importing, a bunch of Pikmin 3 models that he and another guy had ripped out and putting them into Gary's Mod. And one of the things he found was a white Bulborb with dents in its back as a texture, and he applied it to a previous Bulborb.
Let me describe it.
Yeah.
Okay, so basically what happened is I was actually the first one who found the thing, and I told everybody here, and I took some pictures. I'll send Nathan a picture so he can probably put one at this point in the video.
Insert picture here.
Yeah,
Show it on the...
Okay, so anyways, so what happened is I was playing around with the models, and I noticed that some of them have options that you can turn on off. For example, the Pyroplasmic Slooch model, you can have the option to turn its tongue on, and that makes the tongue come out. Like, it's like a separate model that comes out. So I was like looking at everything to see if there was any editable features, and on the Bulborbs, it had alternate skins, like the Dwarf Bulborbs had an alternate palette swap for Dwarf Orange Bulborb. They're the same model, just with different colors. So I looked at the normal Bulborb, and it had 3 skins. It had skin 0, which is the standard red Bulborb. It had skin 1, which is the orange Bulborb. And then it had skin 2, which is a totally unseen new Bulborb species that was probably like meant to be in Pikmin 3 at one point. Well, we're really not sure what it was right now. It looks like, okay, the way it looks is it's white, or it's kind of like a dirty, like kind of like mottled marble kind of white.
Like
Yeah, it's not like milky white like the Whiptung Bulborb. It's like kind of like a ivory. Instead of spots, it has like rings on its back, and the bump mapping that they use for the spot texture seems to imply that they were supposed to be like indented instead of like protruding.
Just for those of you out there who don't know what bump mapping is what makes something looks bumpy, but it's actually flat.
Yeah, like if you ever noticed how flat the textures are in Pikmin 3, yet when there's lighting in caves, you can see like the bumping on the floor. That's bump mapping. Like the floor is actually flat, but the lighting treats it like it's not. And so its eyes are yellow. It's like a lighter shade than the irises of the orange Bulborb. It has white pupils. Its teeth are also notably like also like the same texture as its back, kind of like a mottled white. And its snout is kind of it's not as dark as the orange Bulborb. It's lighter, but so it almost looks orange. And we really don't know what the point of it was. Some people are saying maybe it was supposed to be like the hairy Bulborb remodeled for Pikmin 3, but then they ended up just scrapping it out of the final game. Some people are saying it's maybe it was just a template that was used for texturing all the Bulborbs, because I'm pretty sure it's safe to say like the first enemy they made was the Bulborb, because that's like the flagship enemy. So they probably just wanted to like make some kind of texture model to get a feel for how Pikmin 3 would handle textures. Some people are saying maybe it's not even a legit model. Maybe the guys who made it just took the Bulborb. Maybe the guys who made the model pack like took the Bulborb model and just recolored it. But it looks uncannily similar to the Bulborbs already in the game. Like you wouldn't be able to fake this texture very easily. So we really don't know how to feel. Right now we're trying our best to get a hold of the guys who made this. Their usernames are, let me see if I can find them. I just typed them. Let me scroll up in chat here. Here they are. The people who made this for Gary's Mod, their names are Kreixel, Brewster Koopa, and they also had the help from two people named Apok Hedgie and Random T-Brush. Random T-Brush, according to them, was the guy who successfully cracked the Wii U's system and was able to import the models out of it. So we have those names there. Hopefully, giving them a shout out here will allow them to find us, or maybe somebody who knows them.
Find them.
Yeah, we can find them, or
And
hopefully.
We did give y'all out there their username. Please don't go and harass them.
Yeah, just be like, how did you do this? Give us the information.
Yeah, so
Don't do that.
Don't do that. Just if you just send them like a tweet or something. I don't know if they have Twitter. We don't even have a Twitter yet. Just send them a tweet, send them this video. Hopefully they'll watch it and maybe be intrigued by us.
Yeah, we just want to know, is this a legit thing? Because if it is, then this is like the first, like unused Pikmin 3 content that we've been able to like muster up from the game. And it's also, that's a pretty big find. A couple other things that are minor that we discovered from the Pikmin model is that the Plasma Wraith actually has 4 preset sizes that you fight it in. It looks like it gradually gets smaller, but it actually only has 4 different sizes. Also, without the pretty lighting of Pikmin 3, it's not golden, it's like an ugly brown. It looks kind of like dog crap. The models of the fruit all have a big and little model. I think that's about it. Yeah.
Also, since you mentioned Twitter, I'm actually going to go ahead and create us a Twitter page, and I will.
We are
No. Yeah. Before I upload this video, that should be live, so you can go ahead and look in the description, and you should see a link to that.
Oh, sweet.
All right. So
I know I'm gonna help run that, and someone else in the chat said they would help upload to that as well. Oh my goodness.
Oh, the arrow horn has arrived.
Damn, son, where'd you find this?
right, and now we have Arrowhorn, aka Arrowblaze, who was here past few episodes. He has now joined us in our crusade to bring you the freshest information, the dankest of the pick memes.
You're actually really quiet.
Yeah.
Yes, Josh, you should speak again, and Arrowblaze, you should raise your mic up.
Alright. This
There we
better?
go.
Alright.
Yes, it's much better.
Alright.
Awesome.
Everybody's here. So,
Yeah.
next on our list, I guess we'll go chronologically with this one. Nathan,
Yes.
so is it true that you got a hold of yourself some Pikmin figurines?
It is indeed, and they are very nice. I haven't actually taken them out of the packaging. I don't want to take them out of the boxes.
Collector.
Yeah.
He's a
Yeah.
he's our wiki official Pikmin weeaboo.
They look very nice on my.
Call him a pick.
These the Jakk specific figures.
Yeah. They look very nice on my Pikmin shelf in their boxes. So
I imagine
So,
you're gonna flash.
Those are from Nintendo World, right? Or World of Nintendo?
they are from World of Nintendo, and they've gone up in price since I bought them. Actually, I've noticed. I got them for like about $9 each, and they're going on eBay for like $50 for both.
Ooh.
So, yeah, I was pretty lucky to
Anyone
get
out there
that.
who's interested in starting your own Pikmin collection, get $50 first and buy these.
Yes, indeed. Actually, we had a conversation earlier about it. Olimar in the figure, and a lot of us think this is just so they can have his head turned, but Olimar in the figure actually has his whistle, like, disconnected from his suit, and I'll post a picture of that. It's pretty interesting. It's probably not canon, but me and Cameron had a nice, long argument about that.
Alright, so there's that. And on top of that, I believe it's next month the Amiibo comes out?
It's, I believe. Okay,
No, it's like
I've hearing
August.
different stories. I've heard August, I've heard September, I've heard October. So I don't know.
I heard
Later this
October.
year.
It's like August in America and September in Europe, I think.
Really cares, like,
Later
I'm
this-
actually, I can't even figure out, like, what
Alright,
wave it's
July
'cause it
in Europe
seems-
and September in the US.
for
Oh, there you go.
Amiibo.
That's according if the wiki is right.
Alright,
Soon.
so
I'm
according
pretty
to
sure
the-
it's labeled as like wave 5.2 or something.
according
like
to
it's-
the Amiibo wiki,
Wave
Captain
5
Olimar.
million.
we'll be getting a Amiibo later this year. We'll
Woo!
put a
Smash,
link to it
obviously.
specifically down below. So if you want to get your butt handed to you in Smash Bros. By a level 9 Olimar,
50.
level 50 Olimar that acts as level 9. I can't even beat level 4s, okay? Get off my level.
It's
Or you want to look pimpin' and represent the Pikmin community in Mario Kart 8, now you can.
Which is an amazing model, by the way. It's like an Olimar suit with the Pikmin hanging off the edge,
Yeah,
and his
well,
leaves like
yeah.
blowing in the wind. Yeah, I'll put pictures.
So,
I was about to ask that.
so there's that going on, and they might be doing other stuff. I don't know if Hyrule Warriors still gets updates. They might be doing something with that.
I don't think they're getting any more DLC for now.
Oh.
I still need to get Hyrule Warriors. Just I don't want to pay $60 freaking for it. But
What I don't like about Hyrule Warriors is that, like, once it came out, they never really advertised the DLC that well.
well, I mean, they figured that like the only people who would get the DLC are the people who already had the game at that point.
I got
I feel
Hyrule
like they'd
Warriors.
at least show it for the people who haven't. Like, hey, you haven't bought it? Well, look, you can play as this character.
Honestly,
Olimar Amiibo. Thing. Moving on. Not to be rude, but we have a lot to cover tonight.
Yes, we
So
Don't talk
next
about you, Josh.
is summer stuff. So technically, like celestial wise, in like 3 weeks or something, summer is supposed to start.
What are you talking about? It's like
Summer.
in a month.
In a month. That's like 3 weeks. If we're going by the pre-Gregorian calendar. So-
June 21st or like around there. That's when summer starts.
Yeah. So
It's like a
we're
month.
actually hoping for this summer, starting soon. Insert date here. We are hoping to do a lot of community-based stuff. So what this includes are what we're calling the weekly work days, which Luther will most likely be hosting. For those
And
of
we'll
you
probably
who
have SPO there for the
Yeah,
technical.
definitely SBO, and I will most likely be through most of it as well.
So for those of you who don't know what a work day is, a Wiki Work day is when we were on Wikia, we would dedicate like 1-2 days a year to just doing nothing but working on the wiki. And I think the last Wiki Work day we had on the Wikia, we had a Wiki Work week, and that was actually pretty good. We got a lot of stuff done. And now, since we're on Pikipedia, we've had kind of wiki like work afternoon for like 2 hours things where we do some stuff. So we're just kind of hoping to finish all that kind of stuff up. Since earlier this year, Pikmin 4 was announced by Miyamoto twice.
Okay.
Or continuation of
That's
the Pikmin
debatable.
series has been
Right.
The
Pikmin
next
That's
4.
Pikmin title.
Basically,
Okay.
yeah.
Alright.
No, not for sure Pikmin 4. The fourth Pikmin game. Unless we're counting all the little side adventures, but next Pikmin title
Pikmin
is
short movies, the
possibility of
video
being
game.
revealed at E3, which we'll be talking about in a little bit. So we're just hoping to get stuff cleaned up. If there is, oh yeah, Pikmin 4 is actually, 3/4 through development. We were keeping it a secret this whole time. We're probably going to need as much help as possible in cleaning everything up.
It's like at E3. Pikmin 4 releases tomorrow. Good night.
FYI, guys. But so that's what we're going to be having. Luther will hopefully be there. SBL will most likely be there. He's kind of the guy who gives us our list of chores that we have to finish before he gets home from work, and then he beats us with a belt if we don't. So that would probably take place at Pikipedia, most likely in the IRC chat. We might live stream a couple, hopefully. So there's that. And then that ties us into our next thing. We're hoping to have Mario Kart 8 live streams.
We have a new Shy Guy gang.
Yeah, we're gonna get the Shy Guy gang together. So
Now at 200cc, the Shy Guy Gang is actually useful.
Oh boy.
But so we're hoping to have some Mario Kart 8 streams over on our Twitch, or if we can figure out how to stream it to YouTube or whatnot. We're hopefully just going to have some streams. We might be resetting up a new, fresh race that doesn't have a password on it. So we'll probably have one for people with either one DLC, both DLCs, and then one for people who don't have any DLC, just so everyone can get involved.
If you have one, you probably have the other, I assume.
Yeah, it's just backup plan.
Yeah.
So we're gonna have that. On top of that, we're gonna also possibly have Splatoon streams. I'm not sure how well that'll work out since we don't know how the multiplayer system works out. But we might be doing that since it is a 4v4. Unlike we were planning on having Smash streams, but that's only 4 people, and we all need to be on our friends list, and that's no good.
Unless they get the tournament feature out soon.
Yeah. So we're gonna be having possibility of Splatoon streams, which we'll talk a little bit more in a bit, and then hopefully we still need to get back to Kevin on this. We might be setting up a Minecraft or a TF2 server for the summer. That would more or less be if our work days go good, we actually get decent views and tweet stuff on our stuff or videos in our Twitter, and so there's a possibility of that happening. Or we might just not do it if you guys don't want it. We have Minecraft or TF2 servers. You might think of other games to set up servers on, like other games to set up servers on. And then finally, this is the kind of thing that I'm a bit anxious for, because I'm one of the people who's at least been kind of leading it. So, as y'all know, Splatoon comes out in 2 weeks on the 29th.
Woo!
Get your rollers ready.
That's so soon.
Yeah.
Need money.
By the way, there is another test
fire.
fire, free shoot, whatever you want to call it, next Saturday on May 23rd
Third.
from 3 to 4 Pacific Standard Time. Use Google
6
to figure out
Eastern.
your other times.
It's like 6 Eastern,
6 Eastern time,
12 CEST.
12 CST. I'm just
I
repeating.
don't even know what that is. I just saw it.
No.
Welcome to the Splatcast, everyone.
So with Splatoon coming that soon, I don't know if you guys in a previous episode have seen our I'm not sure if we ever talked about our possibility of world domination using only wikis, because we'll start the next world war. But what we're kind of hoping is to get more wikis to break off from Wikia and go NIWA, which is the Nintendo Independent Wiki Alliance. And I actually had a poll set up on the Splatoon subreddit on, if the community would like to go NIWA. And NIWA won at an astounding 73% lead with, I believe it was 28 to 30 votes for NIWA, 9 votes for Wikia, and 4 votes for indifferent, or they didn't care really. So once we get a hold of a host, we are actually going to be splitting up a NIWA independent Splatoon wiki. We were hoping to have that set up today, but it looks like it might be tomorrow since we haven't gotten word back from a host yet. But SBO has been in charge of that. But so basically what we're going to need is help from as many people as possible, whether it be actually gathering information or organizing information into a wiki-like format, because even though the other admins on the Splatoon Wikia don't want an Anarchy Weekend, I want Anarchy Weekend. So there's a possibility of Anarchy happening this weekend. We don't know.
Watch out for Anarchy.
Probably. I don't know. Depends how I feel. But essentially, we're just going to need people to be ready to assist us with organizing the Splatoon Wiki, because we want to get an organized, fully up-to-date wiki established before Splatoon comes out. Our dream date is before the next test fire, which is May 23rd, 3 p.m.
Exactly 1 week from today.
Yeah, exactly 1 week from today, like 3 hours ago, 1 week from today. So I guess essentially keep posted, since Nathan said we're going to have a Twitter after this. Check our Twitter, because we will hopefully be announcing it there, because hopefully Pikipedia will be the one to lead our fascist government alliance of NIWA to destroy the Wikia scum and take over the world. And that's it for the Splatoon stuff, I believe. If no one has anything else to mention, we can go straight into the E3.
Oh.
Wait, did you have something?
What?
Alright, speaking of getting wikis to move to NIWA, I also recently been kind of active in Xenoblade Wiki, and Cameron doesn't care, but I've been trying to ask. I see them keep complaining oh, why did Wikia change this and that, and I'm like, all right, we have this whole NIWA thing. They seem very reluctant, so I don't count on them moving anytime soon.
Is Xenoblade actually Nintendo though?
Yeah.
Oh, okay. I wasn't.
Because they own Monolith Soft.
I wasn't 100% sure if,
Right.
if they actually own Monolith Soft.
If I can just share, one of the admins over at Splatoon Wikia is also kind of reluctant. The other ones are kind of, ready to jump ship on Wikia and go independent. But I guess anyone out there who does run a Wikia or works on a Wikia, don't be afraid to go independent. It looks different, but it's one of those kind of situations where it's like
you have more freedom.
If you take all off the pretty paint and stuff from Disneyland, it would look like a munitions factory kind of dealio. It's just that Wikia looks nice,
but it has all the same stuff.
It's just like, oh yeah, we can provide this kind of stuff, but 7 ads a page. Not only that, but they purposely slow themselves down because of how much extra coding that they put into some of their devices, which isn't even needed, etc., etc. Going NIWA, or not even NIWA, if you have I don't know, you have the RuneScape Wiki or something. The RuneScape Wiki.
Another independent wiki. Another independent wiki hosting service is Gamepedia. That's what the That's what the Minecraft wiki uses.
I'm a bit reluctant on Gamepedia. Kind of, because
I don't know too much about it.
As far as I'm aware from Gamepedia, they're kind of worse than Wikia depending on the game. They're just kind of how they work is they jump shit. They're like, okay, cool new PC games coming out. Let's build a bunch of information about it, and then completely just cut it off. So it just kind of floats there dead in subspace, floating around. So even if you're on Gamepedia, you can go independent even still, like full on. You can host yourself. I know the Splatoon wiki, we're trying to find a host right now, but if you're out there and interested in going independent, or you run a Nintendo Wikia and you'd like to make a wiki, I guess you can tweet at us or something, message us on YouTube, go to the Pikipedia, and
Yeah.
yeah. Everybody stole the yeah right out of my mouth. And I guess with that, I guess we can talk E3. Oh, you guys can. I need to go get more water because I dehydrate.
All right, I guess.
Can't wait to
I
talk
guess
about the
I'll,
amusement park.
Wait.
I can add something.
What are place?
I just really want to talk about the amusement park, but we should do E3
Oh,
first.
okay, yeah, wait, that actually is a big thing that we need to cover. Okay, hang on. Before we get into E3, there's like a few little things that I want to cover because we haven't made a Pikcast since then, so we might as well bring it up now. It's pretty much well known by now that Aonuma publicly announced that the next Zelda game is no longer being made with the intent of coming out by the end of this year. Now they don't have a release date at all. Since then, it was stated that they're looking for a 2016 release date, but about a week or so ago, they updated that, and now it just says to be announced, which means that they don't even know if the game will be done in 2016. That in particular concerns me because
That was like Nintendo's big game last year.
well, like it's not just that. It's the fact that Nintendo already. That's another thing that we need to talk about. It'll build into that. So let me explain this other thing first. Nintendo has said that they are now finally considering making mobile games, and that's a good thing because that's a big part of the gaming industry now. It's a good thing that Nintendo's finally going in that direction. However, they also said at the same time, they said, because we don't want people to think that we no longer care about dedicated gaming, we will take this time to announce that yes, we are working on our next console, and it's called, right now we're calling it the codename NX. So people are calling it the Nintendo NX, and it has been confirmed that this will be the successor to the Wii, and they have confirmed very little about it. All we know is that it's a dedicated game console that will connect the wait, what exactly isn't confirmed, Ben? It has been confirmed that it has been confirmed that it is a dedicated game console, and they have.
I think he's more like saying he's not a direct. It might not be a successor to the Wii.
No. Okay, it is going to be a successor to the Wii U and the 3DS. Like he even said himself in the in new news that came out earlier this week, he said that we don't want you to think that this will be a simple replacement to the Wii U and the 3DS. However, people are thinking that it's very interesting that they refer to both of them like that, because now people are thinking that this might be a hybrid console that has technology that goes from both, that kind of forms a bridge between a handheld and a console. And if you remember back a few Pikcasts ago, I talked about that, how Nintendo was making references, they were alluding to that kind of direction about a year ago, so that's kind of interesting when you think about it. That could very well be the case. It could be two separate consoles that are in sync. I would actually very much appreciate that more, but we'll see where it goes, because they could still change up everything for all we know. Anyways, the reason I bring up the NX and all this stuff. Oh, by the way, they also announced that they won't talk anymore about it until next E3 2016. That's another reason, going back to the Zelda thing, this explains why I'm a little bit concerned about the new Zelda game, because if you remember back at E3 2005, they showed off the Legend of Zelda Twilight Princess. Then they ended up announcing the Wii the very next E3 in E3 2006. And because because Twilight Princess was being developed at that time, they decided to make it a cross-generation game. that would function both on the GameCube and on the Wii. However, that's why I'm a little bit concerned, because I'm afraid that Nintendo is going to do the same thing they did with Twilight Princess, and they're going to make the new Zelda game be a cross-generation thing. They're going to make it for both, like, compatible with the NX and the Wii U, and that really concerns me because the Wii U is going to go down. The Wii U already is going down in history as a very laughable console, and it's not the fact that it sold poorly. It's Nintendo's worst-selling console to date. The Virtual Boy sold more. The name didn't help. The advertising was poor, but the one thing that is going to send the final blow.
Luther,
Hang
I
on,
don't think that's.
Wait, what?
Luther, you're attracting
That's not
game
true.
theorists.
The Wii U didn't sell as bad as the Virtual Boy. The Wii U didn't even sell as bad as the GameCube.
Actually, no. The Wii U is barely about to scrape 10 million, and if I remember correctly, the Virtual Boy sold, I think, 12 million. Here,
I'm
let
gonna
me
look it up right now.
Yeah, let me look it up really quick. Virtual Boy sales. I'm about 100% sure.
So far I get 3 million, I think. That's what I'm seeing. Reliable source, Wikipedia. Let me see.
Alright, let's find out here. Anyways, okay. While we're finding out this information, let me continue to explain what I was saying. So basically, the Wii U, like, even if it turns out that I was wrong by saying that it sold less than Virtual Boy, it's still not doing very good. It's selling the least out of all the consoles we have. It's not nearly as powerful. The power to me doesn't matter because Nintendo has always been about working with what they have, and the games are still great. But even with all that, the one thing that's going to send a final blow and just slam that nail into the Wii U's coffin is that the Wii U goes down in history as the one console that didn't even have a legit Zelda game. Because, I mean, at least, because, like, yeah, Twilight Princess was on the GameCube.
Yeah, they also had Wind Waker.
Yeah, but they also had Wind Waker and Four Swords Adventures.
We did have Hyrule Warriors, though.
Well, yeah, but that's
I
more.
mean,
But
that's
that's not
not a
really
real-
a true
that's
Zelda
that's
game.
more of a
No.
spin-off of the second party. Hyrule Warriors did have a lot of
What about Link and Mario Kart?
so yeah, that too. See? No, okay, but going back to what I was saying.
I'm
It's just-
seeing
I'm a little bit concerned about that.
50,000.
And actually, I'm gonna go ahead and announce it here, guys, that I'm actually gonna work on a video explaining this in full detail because I want to talk about this, but I'm pretty sure right now is not the time. But I'm very afraid that the next Pikmin game might not be until NX. I'm not gonna go into detail in it here. Maybe I'll add an annotation when I finally finish my video on the subject. But I'll explain it more there. But all I'm gonna say right now is that
game theories.
You
it's
know what would
it's
be
something I'm a little afraid of.
You know what would be worse though
What?
is Pikmin 4 on mobile.
You know, in all honesty, I think that a Pikmin game could work on the 3DS if they did it right. If
I meant
mobile
mobile
phones.
phones.
no, and mobile phones, hell no, no.
I would
No.
Not
try.
actual
No.
ones.
No. Alright, so
I-
back to E3.
Exactly.
There was one more thing I wanted to cover, but I don't remember it off the top of my head. We'll get back to it later whenever.
Since I brought back mobile phones, I will say mobile phones are confirmed also not to be on topic at E3.
Okay.
Yes, and along with the NX. Oh wait, that reminds me. We can go ahead and cover that one thing that everybody's wanted to talk. Yeah, what he wanted to mention is that Nintendo. Okay, Nintendo is actually doing very, very well now. Nintendo, for the first time since God knows how long, Nintendo's finally making a net gain instead of a net loss, and that's a big deal. It's a very good big deal.
Thanks to Amiibos.
Yes, thanks to
Supposedly.
Amiibos, the Wii U is selling rather well now. It's still selling bad, but it's selling a lot better than it has. It's selling better than it has been ever, I believe. Also, one thing is that according to Amazon charts, Splatoon has already been pre-ordered so many times that it is already the fastest selling Wii U game. It's sold even faster than Smash Bros. And Mario Kart. And that's saying something. See, a reason for that is because Nintendo is actually pushing with this game.
It's not like a game where they're just like, this game, we made it.
Yeah,
They
like,
advertise a lot.
yeah.
I feel like that's kind of thing would happen with
Well, if I can
Pikmin.
just say, that is,
No.
I believe, mostly America and Japan. because Europe still hasn't even gotten a TV commercial for Splatoon.
Yeah.
Like,
but-
Europe is almost completely in the dark. Right now, Europe is pushing for Yoshi's Woolly World, which is, that's pretty exciting in all honesty.
Yeah. But
There's almost been like I think they actually only have total 45 minutes worth of Splatoon information on the Europe channels, on the Europe YouTube Nintendo
just
channel.
finish this final thing. Okay, so the reason I bring up the advertising that they're doing is because one of the steps that Nintendo's taking is they actually recently confirmed they teamed up with Universal Studios of Orlando in Orlando, Florida, and they have announced that they are making or are planning on making Nintendo themed attractions. So yes, literally in the upcoming years, we will literally see a real life Nintendoland. That is very
Can we
interesting.
play Nintendoland music for this, like that Plaza theme, the dun 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 dun, dun the song?
Oh, yeah. Okay,
Yes.
I got so much to say about this. All right, one. All right, you guys can continue on.
Hang on. Another really small thing that I talked about once, but I don't think I ever mentioned in a Pikcast, is that in addition to the Nintendo attractions coming to Orlando, there are 2 Six Flags attractions. The 2 are Fiesta Texas, which is in San Antonio, Texas, and Josh, what's the one near where you live?
For Six Flags?
Yeah.
Six Flags?
Yeah, but I mean,
Is that like, I think it might be like Magic Mountain or
yes,
something?
it's Magic Mountain. That's it. Yes, Fiesta Texas and Magic Mountain. Those are the 2. Yes. In addition to the Nintendo themed attractions coming to Orlando, those 2 Six Flags locations in the upcoming years will be getting Monster Hunter themed rides.
But it makes perfect sense. I really hope they have a ride about an Apex Savage Rajang, because I'm already deathly afraid of roller coasters, and I'm deathly afraid of Apex Rajang. So I'm just gonna be sitting up there screaming non-stop. Like, I'm not even gonna be able to get off the ride. I'm just gonna have a death grip on the ride seat, screaming even when we're not moving.
well,
I'm
right now,
just pain.
right now, the only thing they've confirmed is that they're going to have a roller coaster themed on the Gormagala. That's all they've confirmed for now.
All right, so I don't know how many of you guys have gone to Universal Studios Florida.
I have. I've been there twice.
I don't know.
I've been there.
So have I. But so Nintendo moving to Universal, like, it's cool, but like when I imagine Nintendo Land, I imagine like a full out theme park, but like this is still cool.
Yeah, same here. I always imagined it as being literally the Nintendo Land that we saw in the games, but
Like,
in real life. Like, I imagine it being a big circular thing, and you walk in and you actually hear the music and stuff like that. Like,
Don't forget the evil computer that stalks everyone.
oh, Monita.
That would be amazing.
I am evil, Monita. No, what are you doing?
Ah-ha-ha-ha-ha-ha.
And
Oh,
and it's
on the
also,
topic of theme like attractions and stuff, there was actually a Splatoon like thing today. Over in California, it was like an obstacle.
Tomorrow at,
Oh,
on
really?
Saturday
That's
at
awesome.
the Santa Monica Theater in Los Angeles.
Josh.
Yeah, it's over in Los Angeles. It
Which-
looked pretty fun. A lot of people got colored. Inked.
We can all be like Ryan now.
I thought, okay, hold up. Last time I checked, California is a very liberal state. Why are we talking about colored people here?
Okay. Back to Nintendo theme park. Shut up. So, I guess we could talk about like what kind of rides, especially like Pikmin, that we'd expect to see.
A ride where
if,
we
if
are.
we
a
get a
Pikmin.
Pikmin ride at all, that is. Which
There was
is
gonna be a
hi-
Pikmin ride.
subjective.
What I would want there to be is like, have you guys ever gone to like one of those like garden museums where there's just plants everywhere?
Oh yeah.
It's just gonna be like they have that, but it's gonna be like Jurassic Park, but they don't tell anyone, and they actually genetically engineer large insects and like other small creatures that just live in these gardens, and they don't tell anyone about it, and they let in like 50 people, and then they lock the doors. And yeah,
Bulborb just comes out.
Oh my gosh.
You see the.
It's
a
all
lot of
like, hey mom, what's that noise?
a Gatling gun just.
Oh.
I think it would be
And
cool.
These long legs drops from the ceiling.
Oh no. Oh
You like the
no.
boulders.
I think it would be kind of funny if like
Bullets piled
you're in
everywhere.
a roller.
Okay, like you know what this idea reminds me of? It reminds me of in my senior year of high school. We had to one of our like our final project that we had to do in our physics class was create an amusement park that like described the physics of everything. But that was really boring for me. So what I did instead is I based all my rides about centripetal force, and like they would end up with a rider being thrown off into the sky, and I called it the amusement park.
Oh my gosh.
Like it was either they got killed by like being smashed with violent force, or they got flung off into like space or something.
That's wonderful.
Also, Ben writes an idea here. Let's see what he says. He said, I think we'll see a walk-in Pikmin room-like thing, like a giant garden of hope, and maybe you can see animatronic Bulborbs in Pikmin. In all honesty, if they did do an attraction, I think it would either be something like that, or I don't know if you guys went to it, but they had a ride in Universal Studios. I don't know if it's still there, but the last time I went, which was like in my sophomore year of high school, so around like 2011, 2012, they had a ride that was based around Transformers, and that was a really cool. They did a really good job with the whole interactive kind of ride on that. Like they basically had you sit in like a cart sort of thing that moved, and like there were TV screens all around you, so like they made it kind of
those virtual
the
reality
simulation
chambers.
roller coaster.
it was kind of like a scrolling virtual reality thing. I feel they could do something like that for Pikmin in a way.
Now,
like
I feel that would work better with like Star Fox.
Metroid.
oh,
I
the Star Fox, that Star Fox.
I was
yeah,
thinking
that's
like
zero.
a
And
roller coaster. I was thinking like a roller coaster where Olimar is like in the front of the roller coaster, so you're like a Pikmin and you're like forced to follow him. And then like at the end of the ride, he might like throw the roller coaster at like a Bulborb.
Throws them.
Just kill people. That's all the ride is.
Yeah.
Can we just call this Pikcast episode the amusement park?
Yes.
That'll be the subtitle.
Welcome to the amusement park, guys.
Welcome to Pikcast's abusement park.
So I remember, okay, wait, just going back to my thing really quick. I remember when I presented the idea with my teacher, he actually liked it so much he started like incorporating his own ideas for like torture rides. And he was like, I
Oh
got
my
a roller coaster that goes underwater. 10 minutes underwater. 10 minutes underwater. And then it just flings,
sharks.
and then it just flings their, and then like it has a button that like automatically detaches all their seatbelts after they've all drowned, and then it goes over a hill so fast that the bodies just fling off into space. And I was like, oh my god, this is why I love this school sometimes.
All right, okay. So Ben mentioned the thing of like animatronics, and I feel he's thinking more the lines of like the Jurassic Park rides,
Huh.
where
Five
Basically-
I
Nights at
could kind of
Walmart.
see that, yeah.
and basically just go on like a raft or something, and then you see all the like the dinosaurs and
It
stuff,
could be a lily pad raft. It could be the Twilight
Find
River.
the back
and
of
then
a
it'll
bubble.
go underwater, and then we'll release the
And then it goes
seatbelts.
underwater for 10 minutes and flings.
And also, at Islands of Adventure in Universal,
Mm-hmm.
they have a Marvel superhero island, but Disney owns Marvel now, which is stupid, but so Universal cannot expand on Marvel at all. And so my prediction is that they're either closing that, but the thing is that also brings in a lot more customers because it's Marvel. More people relate to that than like Toon Lagoon, which is
Yeah, but-
I don't know why they still have that.
They may be
Toon-
replacing
Sounds
Nintendo
like,
with that.
Long ride.
Toon
My-
Lagoon's basically just an area based on all like 90s comics. You know, it was big back then, but like either they will place Toon Lagoon or a Marvel superhero island with the Mario Island. That's my thinking.
Or they
still-
can
It's
literally
not
make
like
it Nintendo Land.
50% of Universal, so
I mean, that would be a perfect name for it, Nintendo Land. It really
And then
would be.
It becomes its own, like, all the animatronics there, like, become self-aware, convinced that they're actual Nintendo characters. They annex themselves from U.S. oppression, create a robot army of Robs, and then all of a sudden subspace happens.
So-
This sounds
Smash
so much
Bros.
for me to
Smash
rock.
Bros.
I can just see that, and like they're all using their like OPB up to fly just everywhere.
Dropping armies of Little Max.
And like I can just imagine them making this like really metallic noise like when they hit the floor.
Diddy Kong bananas.
No, sorry. I can just imagine like the robs make like a really metallic noise in there where it's like deploying the robs.
Do you just keep like a tin can by your like bedside now, Luther?
No, it's a metal chair and I throw it with a rattlesnake egg in it.
Meanwhile, Luther.
You know the rattlesnake eggs, those magnets?
Yeah.
The magnets that make this sound?
Yes.
Yeah.
I was explaining that.
Luther lives in Texas.
that
There's
so
actual
that-
rattlesnake eggs.
I was explaining that so that people aren't assuming I'm throwing like legit rattlesnake eggs at a metal chair. Noise cast. Yes, guys, this is noise cast.
Oh, speaking of noise cast, my neighbor's dogs.
Oh boy.
First it was
Close the window.
it started as Pikcast, then it was Splatcast, now it's Noisecast.
No. It was Pikcast, Splatcast, Abusement Park, and now it's noise cast.
Yeah.
Let's just name it too many names, cast.
Too many names.
Memes cast.
Memes!
Memes.
Alright. So are we done with the amusement park? Like, I don't really know what
Yeah,
else.
is there anything else on the
What
list?
else do we have?
Because all that's left is E3.
I mean, anybody else
That was
have any
big
ideas?
Helio.
I mean,
I was gonna
aside from,
talk
like,
about something.
no, for, like,
Not
the
that
amusement
important,
park, does
though.
anybody else have any ideas? Nope.
They could have a
Hey.
drink where it's nectar.
Say something.
Wait,
Or ultra spicy spray.
Wait, what?
They'll just have ultra spicy spray. It'll be like
Yeah,
cocaine.
ultra
Maybe
spicy
like-
spray and
All
nectar
I'm doing
drinks.
right now is, so do you have an idea for a ride? They could have a drink where it's nectar.
No, they just put you on a roller coaster and like shove ultra spicy spray down your mouth.
It's
Yeah.
like Charlie and the Chocolate. It's like Willy Wonka's Chocolate Factory.
What is this?
It's part of the amusement park. Oh, well, now I need to go break out the roller coaster tycoon again and see if I can remember how to kill people properly.
Did we talk about the
give it
chances
part
of
of the
Pikmin
thing.
4 being at E3?
Oh,
Nah.
hey, well, guess I'll go and talk about E3 now.
So, Nintendo
So
has
they
said,
announce unannounced games at E3.
yeah, there's unannounced games confirmed. And I think it's plural. I think they said plural games by Nintendo, so we're probably looking at Animal Crossing or Metroid. But I mean, there's possibility it could be Pikmin. Luther,
People are speculating Punch-Out Wii U and new F-Zero.
yeah, those
As
would
well as
also be
GameCube
good.
being shipped to Wii U finally.
Oh, yes, I hope they bring
Punch-Out
back the
Wii
Pikmin.
U. I
Pikmin
want
games.
Punch-Out, I want Metroid, and I want F-Zero.
And if they bring back GameCube Virtual Console, they really need to give it support with the GameCube adapter.
Yes, please. Can we
Like,
put
that would
some
just be
more games
stupid.
in that thing?
That
Maybe
would just
then
be
I'll buy
stupid
it.
if they didn't.
Because
Does
the
it-
only use for it is
Does
like
Billy only has
Smash.
one-
I don't think you can even use it in Mario Kart.
Oh yeah, people are also speculating Paper Mario Wii U as well. And then Ben has a link, which I will look at in a second.
Oh,
Their
but
whole
Luther was...
business presentation.
That makes sense.
Wait, what? I heard my name mentioned.
Yeah, you mentioned earlier, like, how Pikmin 2 was, like, announced, like, 3 years after, or 2 years after Pikmin 1.
Yeah, I was basic because like people were asking in this chat, what do you think is the feasibility of like a new Pikmin game being shown, confirmed, or teased? What do you think is the feasibility of Pikmin making an appearance at this year's E3 essentially? And so I said, well, I'm not too sure, but I will say that it is always possible because if you think about it, Pikmin 2 was revealed at E3 2003 as a complete surprise. Like Nintendo didn't even make any references to it before. It was just bam, right there, right then and there. And that was only about a year and a half after Pikmin 1 had already come out, because Pikmin 1 had just come out in December of 2001, which means that they must have gotten to work on it like right away or something. And And even in that short amount of time, like 2.5 years of development, because it came out in 2004, look how much they did compared to Pikmin 1. So I really, really hope that if Pikmin 3 doesn't get shown at this E3, I will give it until next year's E3. And if it's not shown, sorry, did I say Pikmin 3? Pikmin 4. If Pikmin 4 is shown at this year's E3, if it's not, if it's shown in next year's, I'll give it that. But if it's not shown in next year's, then I think we're gonna have to wait until.
Hold up a second. I just found something. There is apparently a one-shot Splatoon manga that was just released.
Oh yes, I just saw that too on All Hail Sakura.
There's a link for everyone to feast their Japanese weeaboo eyes on because we are disgusting filth.
Alright, so for E3, they said like unannounced games. One of them is gonna be the third Pokemon game for XY. I'm telling you.
Oh yeah.
Pokemon
and possibly
Z.
Sapphire Ruby.
Zed.
It's gonna be Pokemon Z. I doubt they'd release another like Omega Ruby or whatever.
Well, Delta.
So, like usually the third edition game comes out like 2 years after the first two.
I
And it's been,
didn't
like-
even know there ever was a third edition game.
You know, like Diamond and Pearl and then Platinum game. Well, you don't play.
I didn't even know there was a Platinum. See, I'm a Pokemon noob. I don't even follow Pokemon at all.
Yeah,
So-
they also had, I mean, they
They don't
typically
have a
do that. They
gray.
did with that Emerald, and, they did that with, well, Black and White. They just came out with Black and White 2.
Black and White.
Dude,
No,
they're
they're
really.
releasing Black 2, Black 3, and White 3.
Yeah.
Dude, but they can't do like
well as
Pokemon Black
trailer-
and White and then they do Pokemon Gray.
Yeah.
Which they did.
Alright, and any other games you guys think?
Chibi Robo.
I hope.
Realistic games?
Yes, realistic.
Josh is like, shut up.
Do you guys, this is a little off topic, but do you guys think that they'll reveal the results of the Smash ballot at E3?
That's what I was
I
thinking.
think
I think
they
they may announce.
We're
I
gonna
think they may
reveal
announce
the balance
one
of the
Smash.
August, didn't they?
Maybe.
Yeah, I mean they might, but last time I heard that it was coming in August. I heard.
Yeah.
I don't think they'd announce like one character only.
Because I feel like they're not going to have enough to announce at E3 this year. That's just
Well,
me.
unless they have like a plethora of unannounced games,
Yeah.
Yeah.
and I really doubt they.
Unless
do,
they come
because-
out-
And,
like-
well, I don't know. Like we say, the Wii U may well be dying out, sadly, as it is. And if that's true, they might just go out with a bang. You know, they might just bring out a ton of games to try to make it fair to us.
Pikmin, Metroid, everything.
Like so basically.
Yeah, exactly.
So basically, they're gonna hit the E3 panic button.
Yeah.
And like even if the game is literally, they've literally just had one day at the office. What if we had a character that was like a walking tampon with a tentacle? And,
Wait, for which
then, like,
game?
that's
Splatoon
like,
2!
They haven't started a single bit of development, but they're gonna be like, you know what? We need to announce something. Announcing Tampon Tentacle Man.
Wait, is this Splatoon DLC or like? What?
Yeah.
I'm confused.
Oh, Splatoon?
Xenoblade X. That game's been released in Japan. They've already got their first wave of DLC out.
Yeah.
Aeroblaze, just here's an FYI. Before Monster Hunter 4U came to the States, Japan got all the DLC for Monster Hunter 4U before, like, there was even a trailer for Monster Hunter 4U in America.
Alright, yo, I'm just saying that, like, Nintendo has at least been, like, having trailers and stuff for Xenoblade. And I feel
Yeah.
like they'd announce release date.
Yeah, I have a feeling that this C3 will see a release date for the United States. And if they don't, then I don't know when the hell we're gonna see this game.
On the topic
like-
of DLC, it might actually be possible that we'll get Splatoon DLC because Splatoon is coming out May 29th, and we're gonna have
Yeah,
like
it's
2 weeks.
Oh,
I
did they confirm there's gonna be Splatoon?
Yeah,
They did
DLC
confirm
for
that there will
Super
be-
Sunshine crossover.
And it will be free.
They didn't confirm that, but they did confirm that there will be Splatoon DLC. So, I mean,
I honestly think the more feasible option would be, like, if they don't announce Mario Kart 8 DLC, they'd at least, if they don't announce Splatoon DLC, I feel like we're gonna get one more Mario Kart 8 DLC.
I do too.
Yeah, I would say like at least unless they do another 2-pack thing, which I feel like 2-pack back in the day.
I don't think it's going to be maps. It might be characters.
I just want my returning characters. Where's my king, Boo?
It might be characters, but I don't think it's gonna be more maps. It might be more game modes.
Yeah.
Because similar
We
to
already
200
have
cc.
48. We don't need any more courses, really.
Yeah.
We need 2,000 CC, guys. We just need to go so fast you vomit while
Speaking
you
of that,
play.
you know what's funny?
2 million.
Okay, wait, you know what? You know what's funny is I have a friend. Most of you know him. His name is Simon, and he races for a living. He took me out to one of his race courses the other day, and I was telling him about the Mario Kart 8 DLC, and he was like, only 200 cc. I was like, what do you mean only 200 cc? That's the fastest I've ever seen. He's like, dude, you saw that bike I was riding? That was 1,000 cc. And I was like,
Oh.
Come on, Nintendo, step it up.
You're too slow.
Sonic.
okay, who wants to get fired?
Bill Trennan.
Yeah.
Hey, Bill.
Too soon.
Oh,
Too soon.
I have a
should've
gift.
played,
I want to
like-
put that in the video of Reggie just like looking really weird and then nodding, and it says, "Is Trennan fired?" And he just nods.
Yeah.
They should have just played a fleeting dream from like, Final Fantasy. Have you guys heard that?
Yeah.
I think so.
Just
Like
so you guys
the-
know,
Like the sad music from the MLG videos. I don't know what that's called, but
we're closing in on an hour.
Alright, well, most episodes go a little bit over an hour.
Yeah.
We still got to talk about E3, so we still got some stuff left to talk
yeah,
about.
we still got a little.
Alright, so what else is there exactly about E3? Let's see. Okay, so I'm hoping that either sometime from this E3 to the next E3 where we see something alluding to Zelda, or at least maybe Aonuma will give us like a word on what's happening. And like, if they don't, I'm calling it right now, guys. It's gonna be a cross-platform release, and it's going to suck.
Hey, we've been ignoring like the big elephant in the room. Is that they're bringing back the world championships?
Oh yeah.
Oh yeah, I forgot the elephant was there because I don't even remember the World Championship.
I am going to participate in the Pikmin 3 Bingo Battle World Championships.
I'll probably participate in that because I'm actually.
Dude, that
good
would
at
literally
Bingo
be the
Battle, like, just sucking
equivalent of
everything else in
golf.
the game.
All right,
Yeah.
watching two people play Pikmin 3 Bingo Battle. Those matches can go on for
just like it's like what have you guys ever seen like the one-on-one Smash tournaments?
yeah.
Like there's just the two dudes that just sit there in completely separate rooms, and they just have like their gang or something. Like they're like one of them's the Bloods and the other one's the Crips, and they just have a gang of people that surround them. And then as soon as one person gets a kill, oh!
Hold up a second.
Where you at?
Hold up a second. Hang on a second. Hang on. Speaking of Bloods and Crips, are there no red Inklings in Splatoon?
No, there's no red, brown, and white Inklings for obvious reasons.
I was just sitting here and I was like, wait a minute, there's no red because they don't want like blood. It's like, it won't even look like blood, it will look like ketchup.
What if
You want some ketchup on that?
And then I feel like for when they do the like cats versus dogs and all that kind of stuff, I feel like eventually they'll do it where one's black and instead of the other one being white, it's gonna be silver.
Alright,
Black
yo,
and
back to
silver.
the world championship. What games do you think are gonna be at?
Okay, obviously Smash Bros. Obviously.
They might announce Splatoon
Mario
DLC.
Obviously Smash Bros. Splatoon.
Splatoon will be there. I don't know if it'll be DLC, but it'll be there.
I feel like
at
Mario
least in
Kart
some
is another
shape
good
or
one.
Mario, those are the big three I see. Mario Kart, Smash Bros.
And they did three games last time.
In
They did
all honesty, I
Mad
would,
Racer,
I would
Mario
absolutely
Tetris.
love to see Pikmin 3 like Bingo Battle there, but I don't know if they'd actually do that. Mainly because
That'd be like watching golf. All right.
Well, is it
Still.
going to be classic games? Because I mean, that's the way the video kind of made it to be, with Reggie practicing with all those classic games,
I hope not.
like GameCube and even Virtual Boy. Or is it all going to be like current gen games?
I think it'd be current gen.
They haven't really
like,
talked
like-
that. They haven't gone into much
Yeah.
detail with it.
Reggie was just like, ask him. He's in charge.
Yeah.
Trennan fired? By the way, Trennan.
Ask this kid.
When I saw that, I honestly expected the wasted, like the GTA wasted thing as Trennan just like looks like he's about to collapse.
I saw that. I actually saw like someone made that so that it said wasted in the same way GTA did. That was great.
I'm turning that right.
But yeah, they said the qualifying is on like May 30th for the Royal Tournament or whatever it is.
Watch, it's gonna be Dojin the giant, like, speedrunning.
No, it's gonna be Octodad Dadliest Catch.
Okay,
Okay.
I could win. I beat Octodad in 4 hours. It's not that
Accomplishments,
hard.
Josh.
I still haven't played Octodad.
Can I just say I'm the
Dude,
octopus
I
master?
played it
because
with
when I was
5 of
playing-
my friends. Like, we were bored from Smash. I'm like, yo, let's play Octodad.
You know, I always feel like when I'm back home in the hood, I just like to go back to my old homies and say, yo, break out the Octodad.
You know, it's weird.
I-
That this seems like
Actually, no. If we're talking about everybody's going back to the, it's like, hey, let's go play the Octodad.
Let's go play the Octodad.
I got it, buy one, get one free.
Deadliest
Everyone
what's it, Dead?
controls a single limb, because that's how the multiplayer Octodad works.
Wait, how
One
does it work?
person
Oh,
controls a
yeah.
limb.
Everybody controls a limb, and I played it with like 5 people.
No.
It's funny.
One person's the head, and all they do is just like headbang the whole time.
Yeah.
You have to make eye contact with everyone.
That's the worst. Can we not? Can we just...
Too late!
Is there really anything else to talk about?
There's a few things we missed.
couple.
Alright.
Something cool.
Something nice.
Gaben's beard?
I'm still gonna say.
Gaben has a real nice beard. Gaben has a real nice beard.
I got hiccups.
I think I want to touch his beard because he has a real nice beard. So, in case you didn't know, guys, it is confirmed Gaben in fact does have a real nice beard.
I have a little bit to
3
talk
inches
about,
long.
like, Pikmin Community Spotlight related.
Oh yes.
So, first, you guys may have noticed, I didn't really talk about this in the Spotlight, but it's not going to be monthly. It's just,
Yeah,
one, there's not enough content, and 2, it's far too rushed for me, because it's actually a pretty big project. That being said, I also would like some help on it. So if you're interested in helping me with the Pikmin Community Spotlight, whether it be just finding stuff for me to put in, or you guys can submit stuff. What would be
Twitter.
the best way for them to submit stuff? Twitter? Okay.
Also,
My
I
Skype
usually
and the
post
Twitter.
stuff on Weverse for
My
Weverse
Skype and the Twitter will be in the description for that. And also the enemy competition thing, the enemy drawing competition, that's been delayed.
Yeah.
We
Probably
haven't
that'll
really-
be like over the summer.
there weren't enough submissions, so we're probably just going to wait till the summer where people have time to actually participate.
Yeah.
I know one other guy on DeviantArt is working on a drawing for it, and I'm sure there's some others out there working on it, but
Should we like have a reward or something for whoever wins?
I don't know.
Like, what will we even do for a reward?
We can do the dinner date.
Yes.
Have our camera
You've
on
won
Skype.
a dinner date. Can I not?
Oh no, Airways, you don't know the dinner date story, do you? Well, we shouldn't talk about it on Pikcast, because then that'll ruin the surprise of the dinner date.
Yes.
To get a good laugh.
We will discuss this more.
Afterwards.
Again, this wonderful story. I'd just like to say that pretty much the merge is
The award is to be determined.
merge.
yes.
To my knowledge, is done. We have one page left.
That no
S-
one wants to touch because it's like about the Like, I was looking at it, like the one page is this Japanese only treasure, and all we have to do is just take the
that
info.
was a mistranslation on our part. So like,
Okay.
and the one page we have left is Olimar's monologues, which SPO wants to personally work on that, to my knowledge. So,
Then he can do it.
because it's like a big project, like we need
Yeah.
to. So, I feel like for now, merge is. It's pretty much done. Thank you, Josh. For the, oh, I have hiccups. I hate talking with hiccups, but yeah, yeah, the merge is pretty much done. Now we have all the cleaning and stuff to do. Hate hiccups. But
I like how you emphasize the and stuff.
And so,
dude, hiccups suck. All right.
No,
Dude,
no,
whenever I cough-
it's
Huh.
just like, what is the stuff?
the stuff.
The stuff.
I don't even know. Alright. Merge is done, alright.
How much more time?
Merge is done. That's all that matters.
Yes, I mean, we still
It's
have...
pretty much.
Hey, Kyle's here.
Hello.
Hey, Kyle, we're filming a Pikcast. Do you have anything to say about Pikmin or E3 or Splatoon you want to throw in there? I mean, you played the test fire. What was your opinion on it?
It was fun. I switched people with a roller.
I just need like a picture of you doing like a thumbs up for that moment right there.
It was fun! Actually, I have a picture of Kyle that I think could work. But, yeah, for those of you who didn't get to play the test fire, like me, something that people
One more
saying,
chance.
something that people have been saying is that the roller's really overpowered, and there's some people that are saying that the chargers are too long charged.
Chargers honestly
Whenever I
aren't
hear
as...
those kinds of people,
Um,
I just
for me,
recommend them my favorite cleaning product, which is Get Good Scrubs. It's one of my. It's
Oh,
a really good thing.
yeah.
It definitely gets all the gunk out because it's just all about the Get Good Scrubs.
and for me, it
People
says
really need to stop whining.
I know, and just what's it called? Oh yeah, hang on. I want to take this time to explain why exactly I didn't get to play the Splatoon demo. Okay, so somehow my Wii U gamepad decided to break on its own. I was in the middle of playing the game, and all the buttons on the left side decided to stop working. I did not drop it. I did not harass it or anything. It just I don't know
I do
where.
not have
These are
sexual
sexually
allegations
assaulting
with
his
that
game.
controller.
I don't know. We're in the middle of playing the game. I think I was playing Mario Kart. That happened. So yeah, I decided to send it in to get fixed today. But I tried playing the Splatoon demo just because I was like, well, even if I'm running in circles for like an hour, because all I can do is move to the left because that my game stick was stuck. But no, it wasn't just the game stick stuck because I already see a bunch of comments. You could have just held down AB plus start and fixed that. I'm like, no, that didn't work. It wasn't just that. It was everything on the left side was dysfunctional. So, anyways, I figured, hey, even if I can't play the demo, at least I can see just how it looks on my TV. Because I have a really nice TV. I want to see it.
Now I remember this.
So
yeah.
I loaded
looks
up
really
I
nice.
loaded up the test fire, and I had to choose every option for the Inkling customization that was furthest to the left. So I got to pick an Inkling girl with a bleach white skin, with generic eyes, generic clothes,
an
generic hair.
Asian.
And then at the very end, it tells you, "Are you ready to jump into the game?" Normally, games would say, "Are you ready? Yes or no." But apparently, Nintendo is the only game company in the world that decides to word things improperly and say, "Are you ready to go? No or yes." No being on the left, and yes being on the right. So I couldn't even get into the game and see how it looked because I was forced to pick no, which was on the right of the screen.
Luther's favorite destined
Also,
suffer.
Jordan's here. Hi, Jordan.
Hello.
We're in the middle of a Pikcast.
Oh, hey.
Actually, we're more.
Oh, hey, I didn't see you there.
Oh, hey!
What do you have next here?
Yeah, we're in the middle of a Pikcast, Jordan. You got anything you want to say about Splatoon or E3 or Pikmin or anything?
Nintendo amusement park.
Have not played Splatoon.
Get out.
Well, I
Wow,
haven't had
you're
a chance.
nerd.
But let's see.
Get ready.
Never gone to an E3.
Well, I mean, is there anything about E3 that you think we're gonna see? Not, are you ready to go to E3?
Hopefully.
Everyone else
Jordan, your
is
mic's
starting-
All of
Mike's-
Wikipedia is getting invited to E3.
Wait, I know
Hopefully,
it's gonna
maybe
happen.
there's
Hang on a second, hang on. I gotta step away from the mic for like a minute. I'll be right back.
I know what's gonna
Alright.
happen at E3.
So,
Speaking
wait,
of stepping
things.
away, Jordan, your mic is pretty close.
Yeah,
Hey,
okay, I'll fix
I got something to say. I know what's gonna happen at E3. It's gonna take place at Area 51. They're gonna show us the aliens.
Are you done, Kyle?
Yes, I'm done.
Exiles.
Okay, as I was walking out of my room, I heard Kyle say that, so before I leave, die.
Oh my god. So,
So, what I
what
want
were we gonna talk
Oh,
about?
now.
to see something at E3.
Oh,
Maybe
whoa, now your mic is really far away.
it didn't get any further. I just changed volumes.
Very well. It's really quiet.
Just count. Okay, how
Just
is
speaking amplify. Amplify.
Alright, it's alright. Then.
it now? All right. Anyway, so I hope to see at least some like concept art for maybe Pikmin 4, or at least a mention. I don't know. I'd probably explode if there was at least concept art.
I just imagine like he's just like I don't know like has summer school and he's just sitting there and he's like secretly watching E3. Oh, and here's some Pikmin 4 stuff, and then it's just like a nuclear explosion goes off. There were no survivors.
Yo, you guys
I'm
seen
just
MLG?
Everyone died. The end.
It's just like,
Have you guys seen MLG Teletubbies?
Yes.
Yeah.
This is the best thing in the world. I love it.
I'm just, like,
Anyways,
just sitting around. Suddenly, I'm just watching E3, and they mentioned Pikmin 4. They bring up like an image. Josh just looks over all the way like.
I just like look out my backyard window and see a mushroom cloud rising up. Oh God, Ma, it's happening!
And, like, there's just like a giant Wario face on it too.
Oh no. It's crashing.
Okay, I'm back. While I was gone, did anyone say anything that makes you want to drink bleach?
Not really.
Giant mushroom cloud with Wario's face on it.
Jordan, you can grab it again.
Okay, so now as far as the amusement park goes, I hope that there's a Pikmin attraction.
That'd be great.
Well, obviously. Like,
Wait,
what do you
wait.
think? What do you think? If there is a Pikmin attraction, what do you think it'll be like?
You know what? I actually kind of want to see something where it's maybe, maybe like an attraction where you maybe could go.
Dude, me too.
You get like people.
All of
to,
us
like,
want that.
maybe it'd be like an attraction where like it takes 10 people to actually like do it, but like
You have to take 10 people and you have to grab the Bulborb because they weigh 10.
no, you have to like. Okay, so there's 2 teams of 5, and you have to carry stuff through an obstacle course.
So it's a gym.
Jordan, this is
It's
an
a
amusement
Pikmin
park.
gym.
not a Pikmin.
Not a gym.
Okay, hang on. This is so
Kinda like a
confusing. Hang on a
Wipeout.
second. I gotta get a soda.
And like a wipeout type thing, but with Pikmin prop type
Jordan,
stuff.
this is an amusement park. Not
Yes.
This is
It would
Not a reality show.
In my imagination, that would be fun in a way.
A gym.
Your imagination
not
is
gym.
very.
Your imagination sounds like a high
Oh,
school
no, in my head, it just sounded better.
I feel like if we don't get a ride, we at least get like some sort of booth or something.
Well,
What if there was,
it's
like,
just
You
gonna
know, like
be
one of
like,
those carnival
just,
games.
We're sitting there for like 12 hours a day, and it's gonna be like, what was it, like Mormons? They just go door to door knocking on. We're just gonna be standing there. Would you like to accept Olimar as your favorite Smash character? Okay, never mind.
What if there was like a garden
but
area that
shows.
was themed with Pikmin?
Smash Bros. Is all the Nintendo things, so that could be the theme of the amusement park.
Maybe we'll get to roll around in the Garden of Hope.
We
I
can
feel
only
like for a
hope.
simulation game, coasters, they'd probably do something for Star Fox. And
Oh yeah, definitely. And like if there was a roller coaster for Star Fox, it probably would have like a barrel.
oh, Dave just got here.
Where's Dave? Is
In
he in the
the
chat?
chat.
Wait. Someone tell him to get in the chat.
Has Dave ever been in a Pikcast?
No,
No,
this
this
will be
could
the
be the
first.
first time.
People don't even know who
This is the
Dave
first
is.
time.
Oh my gosh!
Oh my god, if we get him in here, Josh, get your instruments ready.
I'm ready.
Are we gonna kill his voice again?
Probably.
Live,
Nope.
ending Dave's talking career.
Like how we like just pause Pikcast to get Dave.
Yeah, he's here.
He's here!
Yay!
Dave,
Oh
what
no,
words?
it's Wawa!
Dave, what words of
Actually, I have a
wisdom
lot
do you
of
have for us?
Dave, we are in the middle of filming a Pikcast. This is your first Pikcast. You're live, Dave, you're live.
How
Give us-
beautiful. It's so happy to finally be here, guys. Thank you for having me.
Alright, guys, that's all we have for today's
For the viewers out here, this is Dave. He's part of us for quite some time. He is the infamous Umibozu theorist and just general Pikmin breaker. And he's helped. It is because of him that we have the 3 remixes of Aino Uta from the Strawberry Flower album, and he's attributed in many other ways. Too much to list. But Dave, would you like to say anything right now? In particular, we are discussing Okay, did you hear about the Nintendo rides at Universal Studios?
I did.
We are currently discussing what we would like to see from that.
Would you like me to join?
Yeah. Please give your
Alright
input.
then. Alright, let's see here. So,
We were kind of waiting.
I wasn't sure if I was intruding or not. Well, based on that information I was giving, the rides themselves are going to probably tear down, not repurpose, the Marvel area. And from what I've heard from other commentators, they're going to start fresh. And Nintendo's got big bucks to spend in this thing, which means they'll probably go for main IPs. But on that note, does anyone remember the Camp Hyrule thing Nintendo did a long time ago, where they had this website where they had themed attractions, virtually of course, that were Nintendo based and that would be theme parks?
I've never heard of this.
Camp Hyrule was like a summer program, but it was Nintendo themed, and it had a lot of fun things. And there was a Pikmin section, there was a Zelda section, there was a Mario section. And this camp was a very short thing, but if my assumptions are correct, which they might be, I really hope, they might base that similar idea of having each sectional area be a thing or a franchise.
I want to ride on the back of a wing Pikmin roller coaster thing.
Who doesn't?
Okay, Jordan, I think you need to go back to being grounded. You're just giving me too many problems today.
Like Luther's
But
just
that-
like, sitting there sipping from his like beer soda.
But that one was the only okay thing I actually said about it.
You know what I could see? I could see. Hang on, let me swallow this pizza.
How about riding on the back of Raccoon Mario, Luigi,
No,
Peach, and
okay.
Toad?
Who wouldn't like that?
No. Okay, I could see a Nectar's Dandelion roller coaster.
Yes!
Because I mean, it's so easy. Like their body's already segmented enough, and like they could be flying over everything. So like the entire like underneath the roller coaster could be like the environment.
Can the Nintendo section of the Universal Studios park play the Nintendoland theme?
I hope so. Or at least
It might get repetitive
Oh my god, no. Okay,
for the
what if
employees.
Nintendo? What if
They-
Nintendo?
'cause,
Okay, guys, wait, hold up. What if Nintendo cared so much about this idea? And if they're going to go with this, I'm pretty sure they're going to go all out. What if they cared so much about this idea, they actually compose original music for the theme park?
It'd be
Koji
cool.
Kondo, go to it again.
The reason why I bring up the whole playing the Nintendoland theme for that area of the Universal Studios park is because I've been to the one in Florida, and certain areas do play their own specific music.
Yeah, that is true.
Ooh, I had a brilliant idea.
Huh.
What if their hub is Princess Peach's castle, and much like in Mario 64, each room holds a different attraction?
And then I get to jump into a
But it's gonna-
painting.
No, but Dave, I can see that ending like the movie Zathura, where people play too hard and then people start dying, and it's like you have to beat the ride in order to leave, and no one can beat the ride.
Everyone does.
Okay, my Wi-Fi couldn't handle Dave's beautiful voice,
Thank you, I am honored.
and like literally once he got on, I got disconnected. But
That's
I'm
my
back.
fault. I'm so sorry. I break. It's my job.
He break with an ethics.
Good job, Dave. You broke my Wi-Fi.
Okay, my only thing to say, my only,
Oh god, he
my
took out
only
the
thing
screen.
to say to this occurrence is, what are you doing?
Hey,
Go on, just CC.
what are we talking?
Dave was expressing his thoughts
Oh,
on
so-
what could potentially be done for the amusement park thing.
Hey guys,
All right, one more
Guys,
thing, one more thing,
really-
Jordan, and then we're gonna move on to something else.
there's something I have to tell you.
What?
On Monday, I'm gonna be a boat.
Okay, you've lost your pre-speaking privilege. You can get out of
Wait.
here. Okay,
Onward.
Dave. Another thing we were talking about is what you are hoping to see from E3, and also what do you think is the possibility Or what is the feasibility of us seeing something Pikmin related in this year's E3? What are your thoughts on
Do
that?
you guys want my predictions? I literally am ready to say them.
Okay, as long as they're not gonna be like 30-minute long predictions.
Is your body
No.
ready?
It's already going on.
My body is prepared. Here goes
Please.
nothing.
Direct.
Like that's the only prediction.
Okay, directly to you. Now, before I begin, I want to quickly say, Camp Hyrule had Metroid inclusion, Donkey Kong inclusion. It had, I believe,
All the things
Pokemon.
that Nintendoland
It
had?
had, basically F-Zero. It had Pikmin. It had an NES with love. It had Mario.
How
the
long
idea
ago
was-
was this?
2005, I think, was the last one.
Oh my
I'm gonna
goodness.
look it up now.
It was
Can
a
I
beautiful thing.
see Nintendo Land?
But further, you could. Furthermore, this could be also an idea like Smash Brothers. Let's conglomerate our franchises and make something beautiful out of it.
And we beat the crap out of each other.
Just like Sakurai always imagined.
Super amusement park bros.
But anyway,
Special move, just throw the roller coaster at.
it's like coming through.
Nintendo theme park is the next character in Smash Bros.
What about that one silhouette man? The safety man, the safety silhouette man.
Reckless Reno.
Yeah,
A reckless silhouette. Oh yes, this is the infamous Dave's Weave.
Dave- Dad-
Dave's
Dave's Weave?
Weave?
Dave's Weave.
I
It's
weave back
affecting
with
me.
like a snake.
Dave's Weave.
I never wheeze in my videos because I make sure not to laugh.
But you already did.
Oh darn it, the secret is out. I am a wheeze master.
It's okay. We're gonna make you laugh more. We're gonna break you before this
It's
because
good. For when I heard a Wheeze Master, I was just thinking like one of those custom Pokemon titles. You can encounter like Brainiac Master, Dave Wheeze Master. Just the Pokemon trainer.
he's trying not to die inside.
Yo,
I've
who's
already died
recording
inside.
this? Yo, who's recording this Pikcast?
I am recording this Pikcast.
How long are you running?
We are running at an hour 22 minutes.
That's nothing. We've had one go on for 2 hours before. All right, we still got some time to talk about things.
Wait, before we move on, the E3 predictions.
Yeah, go ahead.
Okay, I'm guessing some sort of Metroid-based announcement. This is new IPs only. Of course, we're probably gonna see Star Fox or Mario game something for the new DS, something with the maker and the thing. We're probably also gonna see Mario Kart DLC 3 or something like Animal Crossing card scanning, Amiibo support for another game, maybe a game just about Amiibo. But you could have other things like
But Amiibo
maybe
tab is-
I'm really hoping for a Pikmin 3 expansion or a Pikmin 4 for either the DS or something. New Pikmin content I'm hoping for. In the back of my mind, I'm reaching out for Pikmin new DS maybe. I don't know.
I would love that, and I feel that if they were to make a Pikmin game on handheld, that would be the only way they could.
Before we move on though, Luther, there's proof.
There's what?
Long ago, the creator and programmer, I believe, of Pikmin, whatever his name was, the main leader programmer guy, he patented a method for using a touchscreen to control Pikmin.
Yes, I saw that.
And that may be used if they should decide to.
No, hang on. More proof. I think that well, evidence, I should say. I think I covered this in a previous podcast, but I'll just refresh everyone's memory because I think that was actually so long ago that some of these people here never heard it. Like I think it was before Nathan even joined. But I believe it was around 2011 or so when they announced when they were showing off the features of the 3DS, and one of the things they showed is they showed a little you know how one of the what do you call it?
No.
Shut up. One of the in Street Pass, one of the puzzle panel things is Pikmin.
Yes.
When there was a interview where Iwata and Miyamoto were looking at that, and they said like their dialogue basically went something like, I can just imagine little Pikmin running around on these screens. It seems so lifelike. It's almost like the DS was made for Pikmin. And
Well, guess what else, Luther?
What?
The reason they had trouble with the DS original model is because there wasn't enough buttons. With the inclusion of the extra triggers on the back and the C-stick nub thing,
Yes, exactly.
this will make everything problem solved.
Yes, also, Pikmin 3 could have worked on the 3DS if they dumbed down the graphics. The only reason they didn't want to is because they didn't have the processing to render the bridges properly, and so they had to use the old bridge method. And Miyamoto said he didn't like that.
I don't like the bridge. It sucks. It's like when you have that one bagel, and there's one poppy seed in the bagel, but that poppy seed sucks.
That's like the worst. Like, you know what?
I like how Luther and Dave are just going on their own thing.
Hey, when you guys are free to talk at any point too, you know how Dave is.
Okay. Wait,
Yeah,
I'm not doing my predictions. My predictions, seriously. Probably
It's just a million words per second.
I'm seriously hoping for an F-Zero X Mario Kart, or just F-Zero by itself. That'd be nice. Imagine.
We already have
Hey,
F-Zero
that's
X
what
Mario
200
Kart.
cc is for.
No, I mean
That's
300
what the
cc. We go faster. Or imagine
You
that.
don't need any friends. That's what the
Also-
Amiibo are for.
So we need to get a
The Amiibo are your
as silly as that sounds. We're probably going to see a new Pokemon IP. I really hope Genius Sonority comes kicking at it and be like, we didn't kick the bucket yet. Here's Pokemon Coliseum Redux, but that's not happening.
I am the amiibo.
You are the Amiibo all along. Oh yeah, new Kirby game probably, because Hal likes to churn them out every year.
Wait, so now that 3DS is supported with Amiibo, you think there's gonna be Pokemon themed Amiibo? Just like all the Pokemon?
Collect all 700, and it's like they
Okay,
purchase
you know, I
dollars
I
because they
do
don't
feel
want
like-
popular amiibos. So it's gonna be like they make millions of dollars from Pokemon amiibos,
Oh
and it's
my
like,
God.
we didn't even want this money. This is bad.
Guys, I have an idea. I'm not even into Pokemon, but I think this could be a cool idea. Listen to this. Okay, so you know how Nintendo has already confirmed that eventually they're not going to make amiibos for certain types anymore, and they're just going to make amiibo cards, right?
Yeah. Pokeball cards?
Yes, they will make Pokemon cards that you can literally use in the game. It will literally bridge the gap
Oh my
between
gosh.
card battles and the games.
Well, they already did that with the e-reader. I mean,
Yes,
Yeah, I
it
have.
wouldn't be that odd for them to do that.
Let's put it.
Yeah.
Let's put it up.
Okay,
Let's put it up.
Dave is confirmed to be messing up my Wi-Fi.
I'm sorry.
It's okay.
I can't help it. I'm just broken.
Oh,
Let's do the e-reader. Let's do
Dave
it.
needs to
I'm
be there.
putting on E3 confirmed e-reader. Half-Life 3 confirmed. Let's do it. I'm starting this thing up.
Okay, Dave, calm down.
Half-Life 3 reader.
Pokemon virtual
Wait,
reality.
Half-Lives and sites.
I can finally have Gardevoir waifu.
Let's
just
scan a
booted
card. Let's
up
scan a
a
card.
Game Boy.
Let's scan a card that scans. I do.
Dave,
Well, Dave's
performing-
freaking out.
Dave is
He
performing a live
actually-
experiment here, people.
Let's scan a card. Okay, I have
Game-
cards called
Gamer.
Friend Ball. Hee hee. Friend Ball. That's hilarious.
I see Dave is a lot more excited than we are.
I'm excited because I get to use my e-reader again. I love this thing. I love my e-reader.
There's nothing but.
Wasn't the e-reader used for like 5 games total?
Here we go. We're gonna scan that card.
I like the F reader personally.
Oh, look how excited this is. Let's do it.
I prefer the.
And this is where an explosion happens.
Master.
Lion Master. I hope we get
Master.
exactly for Star
This isn't going well. Give me a second. Give me a second.
Is there anything else we
Master.
Okay, give me a
Have-
second. I'm sorry. It's
have
broken.
touched on? Okay.
What?
Is
What?
there anything like we haven't talked about yet?
Can I just say, this music though? Like, this music though.
Are you gonna be playing the music you're talking about?
Yep,
or-
this music. Can you hear that?
The music.
Oh, the e-reader theme.
It's amazing.
I have my e-reader right next to me.
I do too. This is actually coming from my Game Boy.
Scan.code. Beautiful.
Okay. Anyways.
Mean?
Luther, I thought you said I need a face.
I said anyways.
No, you need a face.
Okay, we've already told you you're not allowed to talk anymore, Jordan. Shut up. Okay. Anyways, as I was saying, is I believe we have, I think, one more thing that needs to be covered. Let me take a look at this list again here.
Is it what?
I think we
I
went
don't know,
over
this
it.
Pikcast
Unless
was
you're hiding
supposed to
something
be
from you, Luther.
Okay, we
Pikcast
took
is
care of
going
all.
on.
Okay, nope. We covered all the things.
What do you mean?
If you want, we can.
Good.
But like Dave got here late. One of the other things we talked about, Dave, is what do you think? Is there anything you'd like to tell the public concerning the unused Bulborb model we found?
Okay.
Oh, that.
Okay. I am a theorist. I have been known to go on tangents, but I can also consider scientific methods. Also, I can consider them. I don't have to follow them. Remember
I was
that.
about to say
What?
scientific
Have you
methods.
gone on
Today,
cosine
I'm actually going to consider them.
science?
Okay.
Subterranean thing? Is that what you were going to talk about?
Okay. If it's okay, may I talk about it? Is it-
Yeah.
Okay. So, this Bulborb may have been found in subterranean areas, because 1, its eye pigments are of an orangey color, and 2, its skin is both bleached and disheveled looking compared to the regular Bulborb. So this leads us to many possibilities, 3 of which, and those 3 I will cover now. First of all, it is possibly a unused variant or evolutionized form missing the hair of a hairy Bulborb. You may ask, Dave, that doesn't make any sense. I thought they were blue. Well, maybe they felt like changing it. I don't know. Reason 2, this may be a subterranean Bulborb that was only found in areas that were dark, had cave-like appearances such as the distant tundra, or in the oak, which would explain its exclusivity. Exclusivity. Its exclusiveness. There we go. And 3, it may have just been a scrapped, lame, stupid version of the licky tongue, the licky thing, the whip tongue Bulborb.
Whip tongue Bulborb.
I almost said licky tongue Bulborb. I made a big mistake.
That's a Pokemon, Dave.
Sorry, hard to tell apart sometimes. Pikmin make the sound of their own voice, and it's kind of hard. But yeah, so those are my 3 possibilities that may or may not be true, but those are what I think. But one oddity to consider. That oddity is that the bump map for it behaves rather strangely. The spots on its back are inverted, making it seem as if these are impressions rather than expressions. So perhaps this would be an inverse Bulborb, or something of the like, because it's so strange. Invert Bulborb.
It sucks things into its mouth instead of just sticking its tongue out. When you kill it, it becomes a black hole.
Couldn't a Bulbman be called an inverse Bulborb?
It turns inside out.
Oh, so we also have the Japanese guidebooks, thanks to me, and they say weird things, but I can't read them because I don't speak Japanese or read it. So we found out there's official names for the plants in Pikmin 3. We just can't read them. They're there. We just don't know what they are.
We also have discovered the possibility that the enemies and whatnot in Pikmin 3 might actually have proper classifications and binomial nomenclature, just like the things in Pikmin 2's Pikipedia, but we can't read them.
Also,
And,
we did not go to school.
Japanese for us.
We need Tommy.
Or Ryan.
So we
Ryan
found.
doesn't speak Japanese. And Cameron.
Also, we found artwork for like. This is a minor thing. We found artwork for like a couple of the plants in Pikmin 3.
Yes.
The last place you'd expect is where we found them. We found them on Nintendo's Facebook page on an app they made.
Wait, when was this? I was never informed of this.
I mean, SP and I just wandered on the Facebook page and we're like, hey, look, artwork.
I want a link to this right now. Give me a link. When was this that this was?
I'd like a link to it. I'll also put it in the video.
When was this, and why are you just telling us right now?
I've mentioned it in the chat. I don't know what you guys are looking at. I've linked you to the app. And you also have.
I must say what I must say.
Go ahead.
We discovered the snagret is a sausage.
Oh my god, Dave.
Okay, in all seriousness, I'll explain.
Now we
The
end.
rig of the snagret in Pikmin 1, when it buries underground, makes its body scrunch up. Also, it lacks a foot, so it resembles an elongated bird beak sausage. And we also discovered that the
The
Gulix.
secret
The
7.
Gulix is special. Secret sauce. Snagret hole confirmed for meat satchel. Anyway, that Pikmin in Pikmin, Pikmin, that game, that Pikmin 1, yeah, that one. Gulixes, actually, their orbs are not the colors we think they are. Using a developer tool of the free camera, I was able to zoom in very close, and I saw that underneath the blue membrane of the Gulix, the larger, pulsating, brain-like sphere is actually solid gold, and the blue, marble-like sphere is actually green and looks like a reflection of Earth, i.e. the blue marble picture. So, is this important? Probably not, but now we know that it's golden green. How interesting.
I feel like SBO's gonna watch this and he's like, oh, you didn't know that?
I don't have magic eyes. I can't just zoom in on things like you can.
Well, SBO's like that guy who like has everything in the world.
Magic eyes?
Yes, that too.
And
My
He
brand.
has like lots of different
My
tools
bra.
to get whatever he wants.
My brand.
I have special eyes.
Okay, whoever's editing this, every time we say my brand, you have to put that Bulborb that's like, it's just looking off into the camera. Whereas, like that Pikmin 3 image, I think you know the one. Where it's just like looking off. Actually, I can link it right now.
Do that, please.
Also,
Oh, sorry.
It's just where
should
you
I
see
say
the stuff.
information? Is it okay if I talk about the stadium discoveries we probably made? Well, I'm sure somebody else has already talked about it, but Pokemon Stadium uses the same sound font as Pikmin 2 and 1. So the champion whistle music, I don't know if you can edit this in post-processing, but
I
the
found
song
a couple images.
champion whistle is the exact same whistle sample as Olimar uses. Dutch Hajime Kai is like, I like this, let's put it in the game. And he just uses it himself.
I like this.
Wait,
So yeah,
Like milk.
the champion whistle from what?
Pokemon Stadium 2 is the same whistle noise as Olimar uses. Also, the Academy Battle theme is the same notes, obviously, and of course, instruments as the hurry up, it's almost sundown music, word for word.
Well, that. Well, I actually listened to that, and that's actually a very common bell theme.
Yes. But this is
dun,
what I'm
dun,
talking about.
dun, 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 dun.
I understand that, but it's Wakai. He's just like, copy, paste.
well, the one in Pikmin sounds a little different. But yeah, that is a very common bell theme. That's actually what my doorbell sounds like.
I'm aware, but it's still interesting nonetheless. He's like, I like this, do it again.
Yeah, chop it up.
I like this.
All right, guys. I think we should wrap things up.
All right. Any final things anybody wants to say or cover? Or Dave, you have like one last thing that'll take.
We'll
Sure.
probably announce like whenever we're doing this Wiki Work crap.
We will be announcing
Yeah.
that.
Yeah, we will definitely be announcing that. We'll probably have it put in like post edit because we don't
We're
have.
thinking on
we don't have officially
Wednesdays
at the
during
moment.
summer because Wiki Work Day Wednesdays.
Yeah.
I'm gonna be busy as hell this summer, so no guarantees I'll be working on it. But
It's probably minor, but I broke the oak a new way yesterday. I found a way to cause the flags for Olimar being discovered and you activating the Wraith to be summoned at the same time. If you use a bomb rock to cause the Spasm Wraith glitch, that's the official name now. I just declared it. The Spasm Wraith, where the Wraith spasms in place as the eggy form it does, and then you walk into the oak as the same time as you throw Pikmin at Olimar, because you can now walk in freely. It causes the camera to follow Olimar inside the oak. I'll post it later, but it's horrifyingly beautiful. And then it throws you out of bounds. It's beautiful. Just the way it should be.
All right,
So
well,
point is, I'll never stop breaking the oak.
That's kind of how many times you said beautiful right there.
Dave, add that to like the glitch page when you get the time.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right.
All right.
So, just quick, like 3-second review because we're almost hitting 2 hours.
Whoops, sorry.
We introed Bulborb Skin, those guys we mentioned before. Please find us or someone find them. We're going to be doing a lot of stuff. Hopefully we'll be live streaming stuff. That might be where Nathan or Tommy would come into play. We might be doing Splatoon stuff. Don't forget about Splatoon Wiki. Announcements about that will be going up on our Twitter as they come along, hopefully. E3 stuff. Don't forget to get your Olimar Amiibos in the next coming months. E3 isn't exactly like 1 month-ish.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yep.
That's all I have, and no one else gets to talk now because I am declaring this
Amusement
Pikcast-
park.
What,
I
Mike?
am going to be a boat.
Okay.
Go into the
I
comment.
declare this Pikcast
going to
concluded,
be a
so thank you for watching. We're gonna just keep talking over these rude people.
You have to say it.
Josh,
Xbox.
thing to say to you.
Sploosh.
I'm out of here.
I wanted that just to be spammed as I say this. Just
Josh,
as
Josh,
sound-
Josh, you haven't ended the Pikcast yet. You have to
I know. So, like this video, subscribe, share around. We'll actually be getting a Twitter. We'll probably be publishing it on Twitter. So like,
Be sure
share,
to spread the
on
Pikmin
Twitter.
around.
Tweeter or twatter Twitter. We'll work on the wiki stuff. There's a Pikmin subreddit. There's the Splatoon subreddit. All that kind of fun stuff. Now then, as I say all the other time, and I forget the thing that I usually say before it, captains dismissed.
Okay.
That's enough.
I'm out of here.
Listen, I just hear. Because
All right.
All right, we
that
done.
was great. I actually arrived at my first Pikcast ever.